What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Tracey Massey, and you know that I am always sharing with you all the fabulous finds that I find and things that will save you a little bit of coins because we need the coins, right? So, you know how I'm always wearing these fabulous lenses. Like, I think I have frames for every outfit because I'm just such a girl, but I'm not paying an arm and a leg for my glasses. You know what I do? I get my glasses online. So let me tell you how good this thing is. I got these frames for probably about 40 bucks total, and these are prescriptions because I'm a little blind, y'all. But let me tell you, you too can get fabulous frames at a fraction of the cost. And the great part about it is, if you have a flexible spending account or a healthcare savings account, you can use that to get your frames. Yes, ma'am. So, are you wanting to know what I'm talking about? It's called VooGlam, VooGlam.com. Go on there and find fabulous frames. Get your prescription together, girl, and get stylish just like me. But I have a treat for you. Not only can you get frames and lenses at discounted rates, but if you use code Tracey10, that's TRACEY 10, get 10% off your order, baby. So go head over, click the link in the frame, and get your glasses, boo. And don't forget to use code Tracey10, all right? Happy shopping, but don't blame me if you spend all your money, okay? I got nothing to do with that. I'm just passing on the good news.
Come take a seat on the couch. Welcome as we talk about everything under the sun. You only live once, so I live my empowered life. Welcome to the charging station. No matter what you're facing, you can join the conversation. Yeah, at the charging station.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Charging Station podcast. Baby, as you can tell, I have a very special guest here. She's one of my accelerator sisters who is out here killing it in the game. She is killing it in these styling streets and looks amazing on camera, ma'am. Like,
Thank
come
you.
on, face. Come on, face card.
And I don't
Everybody,
even know how to put makeup on, so I appreciate it. This is just water.
listen, I got to update my my water game, honey. But everyone give a warm welcome to a friend of the show, Miss Drew Nicole. Hey, boo.
Hello, hello, good morning. How are you?
Oh, amazing. I am so honored to have you here as a guest here on the couch. And like I said, you're just out here killing it. And I'm
Thank
just so
you.
proud of you for walking in like this natural gift because the style, a lot of us need help in that area. Some of us do better than others, some of us not so much, but you seem to cover the entire gamut. So let everyone who's
Yeah.
listening and watching, let everyone know who you are.
So, yes, hello, everybody. And thank you so much, Tracey, for having me here. I am so honored and humbled to be here. But my name is Drew Nicole. I am an image curator and personal stylist. And what I do is I help transform women who are CEOs of their huge, amazing, impactful companies. I help them transform their wardrobes through authenticity. So it's really a holistic approach for styling, getting to know them, their personalities, their business, their lifestyle, their family. It's really building a relationship with my clients, my ladies, to create a unique and transformative style for them.
I love. So, even though you work primarily with CEOs, what we're going to talk about today can, help the woman who's just out here living life and busy and wants to
Yes,
incorporate personal style in her area. So, don't let this, because let's be real, y'all. We are CEOs in our own
yes,
right. We may not have a
absolutely.
whole company, but if you're out here and you're running a family, you're running a household, you are the CEO of
Absolutely.
that thing, and you deserve to look good and fashionable
Absolutely.
while you're doing it. So let's just get into it. So, first question I have, like I said, it's going to be structured chaos. So,
Let's go. Let's go.
first question I have, how would you define a personal style?
A personal style is just that. It's personal, it's to you. The example that I like to use all the time is God created us all as individuals. So we are not really supposed to be out here looking like the next person. Everyone has their own unique style, their way of living, their different walks of life and family and work. So your personal style is extremely personal to you.
Do you think that it evolves as time
Mhm.
passes? Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
because
Absolutely. Evolution for sure happens because we are not the same person we are, shoot, a month ago, let alone a couple years ago. And often you find that in your closet, you may have pieces that are 5, 10 years old that you haven't let go, that you haven't let go of, but you're not that same person 5 or 10 years ago. So as you continue to evolve, it's important to also evolve your wardrobe to reflect who it is you are.
Yeah, and I totally relate to that because there are probably some pieces in my closet that are
Yeah,
5 or 10 years
we
ago
all do.
old, and I can't fit them anymore, and probably never will.
Mhm,
And do I really want to? Because like
mhm.
looking at old pictures, sometimes my best friends dig in the crates, and a friend of mine sent me a picture. I think I may have been 19 or 20, and I
Yes.
was super tiny, but girl, the shorts I had on, Lord, that was itty bitty. And I looked and I said, yeah, I would not, even if I still was that size, if I was still that size, I wouldn't wear them,
Yes.
just
And
because I've changed.
yes, yes. And women today, I find that we all have that excuse that we're going to keep something in our closet so we can lose that weight. Right now, it's losing the pandemic weight. And we're going to hold on to it until we lose that weight. But then that holding on turns into years and years later, and it's still taking up space. It's not serving us, it's not purposeful. So it's time to let it go.
Girl, that's a whole word. Like that right there, which is pretty, it's like, how much stuff do we have in our closets, whether it be the natural closet or our spiritual closet that's no longer
Mhm,
serving us, that's
mhm.
just taking up space? Girl, that's a whole word. We could
Yeah.
stop right there, but we're not. So let's talk about like this purging of the closet. So how often
Yes.
should we go through and look at our styles? Because I get tickled because you're going through your client. I watch you go through your client's closet and it's like piles of clothes that you're just
Yeah,
like going, you're just getting
yeah,
rid of. So
yeah,
how
yeah.
often should we go through and just evaluate our personal style and purge those clothes that are no longer in the space where we are now?
Well, once you do that really big initial purge and you really get your closet down to pieces that are more of capsule style. So when I say capsuled, I mean like your basic foundational pieces.
We're gonna have to do that again. Edit right here. My phone rang and it is on do not disturb. I,
Oh,
I am
I
so
know
sorry.
I'm over here texting. Someone was texting me too.
I am so sorry. So edit right there, people. All right. So let's go back. I could probably edit where my question is, and
Mhm.
then we want to pick up where you answer. So you answer there.
So the question was,
How often should we go through our closet to evaluate our personal style and start to purge the stuff
okay,
that's no longer serving?
okay. All right. So when it comes to how often you should purge your closet, once you do that initial purge, that huge initial purge where you're getting your closet down to more of the foundational pieces that can help build your capsuled wardrobe, I would say about 6 to 12 months. Six might be a little early, but at least 12 months out, because the goal is once you build your closet down just to those foundational pieces. And when I say foundational pieces, I mean like your basics, like your denim, your basic outerwear pieces, tees, tanks, long sleeve shirts, the real basic things that when you go out, you can go and shop for yourself with a purpose and inject newer pieces into your closet to create multiple looks. So if you're doing that injection properly after you have already done your closet purge, you can really wait it out for another year before you reevaluate your closet, or seasonally.
Okay. So you touched on something that I want to go back to when you're
Mhm.
talking about the staple pieces. So are these things that, like you mentioned, you can create capsule pieces that
Mhm.
go, I guess, are interchangeable with whatever you wear.
Yes.
So there's just kind of matches or goes with their complements everything. So
Yes.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about like the basics that need to be. First of all, explain what a capsule piece is and what pieces actually create that good capsule look.
Yes. So a capsule wardrobe, again, is just the basics. When I say basics, I'm trying to be nice about it, but it's really like those boring pieces in your closet that are bland, that can be a foundation for a really great look. So for me, example, I recently did a closet purge on myself, and that was really hard. It was very hard, because I am emotionally attached to some of the items that's in the closet, which is the funny part when you're seeing me with clients and my stories going through their closet. I have zero emotional attachment to these things. So I'm like, go, 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 go. And they're like, no, no, no. um, so going back to my closet, I broke it down and I knew going in that I wanted more of a minimalist type closet. So really blacks, browns, whites, tans, those type of colors, because that's just the evolution that I'm in right now. So
Mm.
I broke my closet down to jeans, shorts, long sleeve, basic tops, tank tops, because we're in the spring and summertime right now. And as I'm shopping for myself, I'm shopping for those fashion pieces. And when I say fashion pieces, I mean pieces that give a little bit more character, right? So that might have pattern in it, a little bit more color, it's more expressive, it's more fun. It's those pieces that you add to your basic foundational pieces, like your jeans and your tank tops, in your cardigans or maxi cardigans, that add a little bit more flavor to your overall look. It's that pop of color in your shoes or accessories. Um, it's the added detail on pieces or added detail on the pieces in your closet, like fringe or tulle, or so it's that extra addedness. So once you're entering or injecting in these new fashion pieces, now you're able to create multiple looks, interchanging those looks with the already foundational capsule pieces that you have in your closet. So if you maybe have, I don't know, 50 pieces all together in your closet and you're going out and buying 10 more, within those 60 pieces, you should be able to create at least 80 to 100 different looks, because now all of the pieces in your closet, they marry well together and you're creating those multiple looks. You're adding character with your shoes, your accessories. So a capsule wardrobe is a lot more functional, because oftentimes what you find is when people go shopping, they go out and they see something cute on a mannequin, or they see something cute, nicely merchandised on the table, and they're like, oh, that's cute. I like that color. I'm going to buy it. And then they get it home and they don't try it on at the store, because no one likes to try on anything. So
Right.
they take it home, they try it on, and they get it there and they realize, oh, it's okay. It may not look too great on me, but we're going to make it work. I can do this with it. And then it sits in the closet for I don't know how long. And now you have so many different pieces in your closet that have no rhyme or reason to each other. They're just there. It has no purpose. And you are now having pieces in your closet that still have the tags on them. And I'm probably telling someone's whole life right now.
Mine.
So I
Totally
so my
mine.
goal with my clients is to help them have a more functional wardrobe, a wardrobe that speaks to them, that is reflective of their personality. If it is a CEO of a big company and she's going to be on stages and in front of cameras, making sure that her wardrobe matches her messaging and what it is that she's trying to project to her audience. But the wardrobe should definitely have a purpose. Long gone are the days that we're just going out and buying something because it's cute. No, we have to start shopping with purpose and making sure that it's flattering, it looks amazing, and it makes sense for our wardrobe so that we can reuse and rewear.
You so much gold was just dropped in that explanation. First of all, shopping with purpose. I think I shop with purpose, but I realize now that I don't, because I'm that person, like, if it's cute and it fits, I'm buying it, and I'm buying it in every color that they have.
Yeah.
And that is not shopping with purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just ripped me to shreds on that.
It's never too late to get it together, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it together. I have to get it together. So let's talk about when we are so our wardrobe speaks. And I love when you said, when you have the CEO who may be on stages, her wardrobe is, you want to make sure her wardrobe is speaking her message and is being clear. So for someone who is just maybe starting out in business, or starting out in a career, or even coming into adulthood, because we can actually, start thinking about those things now when you're stepping into this new transition. What are some things that we can have in our wardrobe? Like, say you have I'm just gonna use me since we're here. So everybody knows, if you don't know, I'm a grief coach, but nothing about me looks like grief, and I kind of want to keep it that way. But you find a lot of people, when you think about grief, you think about Blacks and you think about whites, and that I don't want to say bland, but I'm gonna say that bland color. For me, what would you suggest for, like, my statement pieces? For one, I love pops of color in my shoes. Everybody knows I love shoes, and I love pops of color. So you'll see me. I'm pulling this together, y'all. I'm just excited to have Drew here. You'll see me, like today, with something that's going to be like a standout piece. So you'll see either a head wrap, or you'll see most people know me for my big frame, my large frame glasses now, or you'll see pops of color in my shoes. Would you say that's a clear message that's being sent out, or does it seem like it's something that's just like all over the place?
No, to me, it speaks to your personality. So when someone is starting out and they're not on the stages yet, they're not in front of the cameras yet, and they're starting their business, my advice would be to self-reflect on who you are and really bring your personality through your wardrobe. So for instance, using you as an example, you're here today and you're shining in blue, right? You got your blue head wrap. It ties into the blue fist on your shirt. You have blue tips on your nails. Your watch is blue. So for me, I'm noticing that if you didn't tell me that you were a grief coach, even though I knew, you wouldn't be able to tell that you were a grief coach just because of your personality and the colors that you're bringing to the table. So really understanding who you are and your personality, making sure that your wardrobe reflects that. And as you continue to evolve in who you are and in your business, you will often begin to elevate in what that look looks like. You'll start going into more refined silhouettes and fabrics, and bringing more pattern or color, whatever it is that is you, or reflective of your business. You'll start to really bring that in yourself, because you will learn that you're now shopping with your purpose, right? You're walking in your purpose. You are really in tune with who you are, and you become more confident and more comfortable in what you're wearing, because your wardrobe is already reflective of that, of you.
And that makes me feel good. Because you're gonna always see me with some kind of shade of blue. Some shade of blue. And that's just because as a business owner, I'm always thinking about the brand.
Right.
You know, even though I'm a part, I'm the brand. There's, you know, your brand colors reflect that. So you're going to always see me in some shade of blue. So do you find when you're working with CEOs of their businesses that they kind of want to stay in kind of like their brand colors, things like that? And do you kind of steer them away from that sometimes, or do you?
Not always, because particularly with the women that I work with, they always are doing something related to their brand. So they have to be on brand, not necessarily all the time, but for the most part, they have to be on brand. And I find that it's been a request lately, that they want to incorporate their brand colors into their wardrobe. So when it comes to that, like, I'm not saying if their brand colors are blue and pink, that their entire wardrobe would be blue and pink. You will have your blue and pinks in there, but your foundational capsule pieces would be the pieces that will tone it down, or you have patterns or different shades of blue that will tone down some of those brand colors. So it's not wholly just all brand colors. Like, you will know that, oh, so-and-so is definitely representing her brand today because she's wearing variations of what that looks like. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love how you get to know your client and you infuse their personality and everything. And you can see, like, it's gotten to a point now, I'm like, they were styled by Drew. And that's just
oh, wow.
You can see, because I love how because whether you realize it or not, you have your own stamp on things, like your own personality is put on things. So I can see that. And I love that, because you can see that, okay, yeah, they were, I keep saying not styled by Drew, but they were touched by Drew.
Wow.
And you can see their personality come out of it. And I love how you do that. I don't even think you realize that that's like a thing.
I don't.
You can definitely see your stamp on it.
I don't. I think I
love it.
I often feel like too, I'm still in my head down phase and just working. So I appreciate that. Thank you. That is definitely a huge compliment, because that was one of the goals of mine, is that I did not want anyone who worked with me to look the same. And getting to know them, their personalities, their family lives, because that's important, the things that they do outside of work, because they are human. They are not just busy CEO working machines. Like, they have a whole life outside of work. So what does that look like from a holistic standpoint? And how do I bring that to life on camera, on stage, in front of their Instagram audiences? Like, how does that translate? So yes, you brought up a really good point. Building relationship with clients is very, very important to me. And eventually, like, our relationships are just on a roll. Like, they tell me, oh, I have this coming up, and I know exactly, you know, what to pull for them, what to shop for them, because I know them, I know their person, I know what they will feel comfortable in. I know what's flattering for them. And that's important as well. Understanding what works for your body type is very important, because you don't want to look boxy, you don't want to look frumpy. So really, really understanding my client and knowing their bodies is also important with how I dress and style them.
All right, let's stay right there. You are flowing with my questions. And y'all, just so you know, my guests never get questions beforehand, ever, because I want the conversations to flow as naturally as possible. And Drew is just flowing, baby. I love when guys stuff.
You know how it is when you're in your zone of genius, right? You just kind of just go with it.
Yes. So let's stay right there when we're talking about flattering the body type. I've heard people preach about undergarments, and things like that. So how important, I already know the answer to this, but I'm gonna let the professional answer it. How important is it to have the right undergarments for the structure that you're building over your clothes?
Undergarments are important, but it's also the Band-Aid. What can help is really understanding the silhouettes of what you're putting on your body. So for instance, if you have for those that don't know, there are different shapes and body types. So off the top of my head, there's the rectangle, the pear, hourglass. I'm missing two, but the rectangle shape, imagine a rectangle. You're shaped like a rectangle. You have more of wider, broad shoulders. You may have a smaller backside. You're just rectangle. So the goal to give you shape and to create curves on you is creating a waist. So that would mean getting pieces that cinch in your waist, belting items, wrap dresses are really a really good silhouette. A-line skirts, midi skirts, depending how tall or how short you are. So really understanding the silhouette, or when I say silhouette, the shape or style of the clothes and how that works with your body type. And I do have resources that go through the different body types and shapes and what works with that body type, what silhouette works with that body type.
Oh, I got real excited when you said that. Oh, wow. So knowing your body type and knowing how to create those curves. So what if you like me, you extra curvy, honey? Sometimes we got to tone down these curves. I can't be up top and I got a little So what do you do when you have someone who may be
a little curvaceous?
A little curvaceous, honey.
Yes.
How do you enhance those curves but still make the woman feel beautiful but not feel like she is like gonna drive you off the cliff with all these curves? You know what I mean?
It's still really about creating a waist, especially for my curvaceous women. It's really about creating that waist. I found that A-line skirts and peplum tops, I'm probably throwing out a lot of different words if people don't know what the silhouettes are. But a peplum top is basically a top that it can be wrapped. It can be a wrap top, but it has like a little peplum at the waistline and it has the ruffles around them.
Covers the fupa.
Yeah, covers the fupa. And then not really wearing a lot of baggy pants. And there are times where you can wear sets that are like wide leg sets, that the top can be tied at the waist to create that shape and waistline for you. But if you're going to have a tighter fitting top, you want the bottom to be a little wider, or vice versa. If you're going to be wearing like a skinny jean, having a top that is form-fitting, but pops out a little bit, or maybe an even flowy top, something that's just creating shape so that everything that you're wearing is not super huge and baggy. You don't look frumpy, you don't look out of place. So being really cognizant of the silhouettes and the shapes of different garments is important. But yes, I don't like when
so just because you're curvy.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't like when people really depend on the shapewear. Shapewear is great, but it just trains, when you're using shapewear all the time, it trains you not to have to understand your body, not to have to know how to shop for yourself. So really having that education on what your body type is and what works for you will save you so much headache and so much time going through those shapewears and trainers.
And let's just face it, shapewears and trainers are not comfortable.
No, they're not.
You know, and I'm like, if I'm gonna get dressed up and be looking good, I want to feel good too, because I don't want to be somewhere like, say, for instance, you're going to a fancy dinner and you have on this gorgeous gown, but you got on all this shapewear. You can't sit, you can't dance, you can't eat. I'm
Can't
like,
eat, and eating is the best part. Okay.
Thank you for that. I love when you said it's training you to not educate you educate yourself about your body, and actually kind of training yourself not to be comfortable in your body.
Correct.
Because no matter how we look at it, like whether you're a size 2 or a size 22, be comfortable in your own skin, be comfortable in your body, because you're beautiful either way.
Correct.
We're all fearfully and wonderfully made and created in God's image. How, look, I got all this extra COVID cakes and pies and stuff,
Me
but
too.
I still love, you know, when I put on my clothes, I'm like, oh, girl, you look good. And I feel like that's how everyone should feel. And it's just something about when you put on the right outfit.
Mm-hmm. It's
You
that
put on
confidence. It's that confidence. I always tell my clients that I want you to be able to walk in a room and shut it down. I want the person who does not know you to look at you and be like, oh, I need to know her. Who is that? Because your look is the first thing that people see before you even open your mouth for an introduction. So your look and your style is already set in the standard of how seriously someone's going to approach you. So having amazing style or growing into your style is important, because you want to make sure that as you are growing in your business, as you are moving along in life, you're setting a standard for not just someone else, but also for yourself. Because when you look good, you feel good, and you walk in that goodness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Drew, you blessing me, girl. You are blessing me. So let's talk about when your body is changing.
Mm-hmm.
You're transitioning from whether you're in the weight loss journey, or if you are getting extra fluffy, whatever size. So what do you suggest as a stylist for someone who's transitioning in their body type, their body style? What would you recommend for them to do and shop for as they're transitioning?
Mm-hmm. Well, as you're transitioning, because I'm actually transitioning myself, what the best advice I can give is going back to the basics. Because when you are investing in these pieces, they are investments. So you're buying these fashion pieces that look great on you. They are the amazing injections that you're adding to your closet. But if you're going through the ebbs and flows of weight right now, some of those pieces may not fit, and you may or may not get back down into them. And that's okay. We're going back to loving ourselves and loving our bodies, but going back to the basics, making sure that you already have great transitional pieces in your closet. And they don't have to be those super bland, boring pieces, but just having pieces that are also flexible and forgiving as you are going through the ebbs and flows of whatever transition that you're going through in life.
Oh, that's such good advice. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about clients. So let's say I'm going to have a fictional client. So let's say I'm just going to use me because we here, okay? Let's say you come to me. I'm your fictional client, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I come to you and say, Drew, I want to change my style.
Mm-hmm.
These are some of the things that I enjoy and I like. I like a good heel, but baby, give me some Jordans here and there too, because you know my knees are not like they used to be, and my feet are like, girl, since COVID, we in flats.
No mega knees over here.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's say we're getting ready to work together, and you are pulling me out of my comfort zone. At what point would you say, now look, Tracey, we're getting out of all this black girl and we are going to give you some black girl magic? How would you move me from my comfort level in fashion to boom, coming into the room and they're like, I need to know who she is?
Yeah, so it's not that knee jerk of a reaction, okay? I let people know, I let potential clients know up front that this is a transition. You have to be ready for a stylist. If you're not ready for a stylist, you won't be open to the change that's being presented to you, whether it's myself or anyone else. So you really have to be ready. You have to be open and understand that as a personal stylist, again, we're getting to know you personally from a holistic approach. We're not just personal shopping for you. So personal shopping is more on the lines of you tell me what it is that you want, and then I go buy it for you. That's not a personal stylist. That's just shopping for you. Personal styling, again, is building that relationship and really understanding who you are and gently bringing you to that edge before we give you a little tap. Okay. So we're not going to take you way outside your comfort zone. Well, at least I don't. I don't take my clients way outside their comfort zone. I slowly but surely get them to that point of elevation where they can see the vision that I've already seen from them. You can come to me and you can describe all the things that you want, all the visions of grandeur, and it sounds amazing. But if you're not ready to actually transform and put in the steps it takes to get there, the job is incomplete. It's not going to get done. The vision is not going to be made. So being ready for that transformation is paramount. It's one thing to be able to afford it, but you got to be ready. Like the affording part is not even, is half the battle. Being ready is the battle. So yeah, I get the back and forth sometimes, but again, when you build relationships with the clients, eventually you start hearing, okay, I trust you. I trust you. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's do it. I wouldn't typically do this, but I trust you. I trust your expertise. Let's do it. So you have to be ready. You got to be sick and tired of going in your closet and saying, I don't have nothing to wear. I don't know what to wear to this. I don't know what I'm wearing for this stage. I don't know what I'm wearing for this podcast interview. You got to be sick and tired of saying that and before you actually hire a personal stylist.
And then you just touched on something where you say you have to know that client and know that you're not putting them in a piece that's like totally opposite of who they are. Because if you stay on social media or you see like these award shows, because it's been award season, and you see a woman in a dress or something, you're like, why is she wearing it? That doesn't even look right on her. I'm like, that stylist did them wrong. And I'm not even like a fashionista or anything like that, but I'm like,
you can absolutely tell the celebrity stylists who have relationships with their celebrity clients versus the ones who don't. And a really good example of that is Colin Carter and Cardi B.
Yes.
Just mind blowing. Another great example is La Roche and Zendaya. Everything Zendaya is in is immaculate.
Yes.
And that's what building relationship with your client looks like. It looks like magic. And that's how it should be. It shouldn't be, the one-offs here and there. Should absolutely be a relationship that you're building with the client so that every time they hit wherever they go, they are the best dressed in the room and all over these fashion blogs.
You can tell when someone has changed stylists too.
Yes.
I don't know. You can just tell. And me with my untrained eye, so I know it's probably for a stylist, it's probably like, oh child, no. Do you ever want to reach out to celebrities sometimes? Like,
no. Nope. I hope that did not come off wrong, but no, I don't. I saw a niche that was underserved. And that was the niche of women who are business owners. They are moms. They are wives. They are serving on the directors boards. They are busy and they don't have the time to really put together something amazing for them, to walk into any type of room that they go into. And that's where I saw the niche. And that was my goal, to serve that niche of women, just to make them feel good about themselves, like confident, and be able to show up as the experts that they are. That celebrity world is covered 100 times over. And there are many of fashion students right now who are working to become that next celebrity stylist. That's covered. I am in the business of finding the women who are underserved in that area, who do need help with getting their wardrobes together, understanding their bodies so they don't need me. They can shop for themselves on their own. They go into the short stores now and they shop with a purpose. They have organized, beautiful closets. Their life is not going derailed or over the edge because just one part of them is organized. There's no chaos. It's just organized. So that's where I am. That's where I landed. I love it here. And yeah, no celebrity clients right
And
now.
look, y'all, celebrity life is not all it's cracked up to be. Y'all trust
Yeah.
and believe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love that you serve this community in particular, because as a CEO, as a busy woman, as a mom, as a wife, as the CEO of her life,
Mm-hmm.
decision fatigue is real.
Absolutely.
And so now to be concerned with what we're going to wear is a blessing.
And that is a whole thing. And a lot of the clients that come to me are like, I make decisions all day. I don't want to think about what I'm packing to go on to a 2-day conference for. I don't want to. So I'm hiring you. Here you go. Take care of it for me.
Because I mean, me just packing for my little trip for a conference this weekend, I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Because I was
Or
in t-shirts and jeans the whole time, but I can't. There's
No, you
certain
can't.
times where I'm going to have to,
No.
put the face together and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't feel like doing this.
Yes. I'm challenging you to get out of the tee and jean mindset and maybe the jean and nice blouse mindset.
Yeah, I could do that. I didn't even think about a blouse.
See, yes.
Oh.
You don't have to step too far out of your comfort zone to have amazing style. Just elevate it a little bit. Baby steps.
Baby steps. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you where the turning point for me happened when Rona hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not have to go into the office every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally yoga pants, sweats, tees. And so my whole style is like I've forgotten it.
And you're not the only one. That literally became our uniform.
Yeah.
Tights, hoodies, tees, yoga pants. That's it. But now we are out.
Work from home.
Yes. But even if you work from home,
yeah,
you can be, you can be party on the top, lazy on the bottom, because this is all you see.
Basically. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I love to do a lightning round with my guests. And what that is, I'm just going to throw out some questions. I want you to answer right off of the top of your head. I don't have a list written down. This is like off the dome. So, we're going to see what's going to happen. So, Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
Hallelujah. All right. So let's see if we can do a style edition right quick. Let me think. Heels or flats?
Wait. Okay. Wait. Time out. Before we start, is this this is for me. This lightning round is for me. My preferences, right? Okay. Ooh, I am into sneakers right now. I'm into sneakers right now. Heels only come out for events, the events that I have to go to. But for the most part, if I'm on set, if I'm with clients, I'm in some platform chucks, the Nike Blazers. I'm into those right now. In some Vans.
Easy, breezy, able to move and keep your feet from screaming at the end of the night. Gotcha.
Yes, yes.
Speaking my love language. All right, let's see. Mini skirts or maxi dresses?
Definitely maxi dresses.
Love a good maxi dress. Ooh, especially when they flow. Ooh, I love a good maxi dress. Let's see. Evening wear or casual wear?
Now, evening wear can go a bunch of different ways. And being that I don't go out that much, I'm going to say casual.
Night on the town or night in?
Oh, girl, bed over everything. BOE. Okay.
Were you busy?
Girl.
Be my bed, please. Thank you very much.
Okay. And at the moment that I have a day where there is nothing on my calendar, Netflix is on and DoorDash is on the way.
Yes. Are you an introvert?
Yes.
Yep. Gotcha.
Very much so.
That's what we do, y'all. People think that introverts are weird. No, we will give you people time, but when we have a moment, we will clear out our calendar just to have nothing to do.
Absolutely.
And enjoy it. Enjoy it. Beach or mountains?
Oh, I love both equally. That's a hard one because I do love hiking. I recently, well, it wasn't recently, but the last big hiking trip I took were with a couple of my girlfriends. We flew out to Sedona, Arizona to hike some trails, and then we hiked the Grand Canyon, and that was incredible. So I love hiking and I love the beach, just the sound of the waves, no one else around, like I love those equally. That's a huge, I can't decide on those.
All right, I'll give you that one. I usually make people choose, but I'll give you that one. Sedona is one of my
I love them equally.
Yeah. Sedona is one of my dream trips. So definitely gonna have to get out there.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Now I'm about to stump you because I know we're in a different age range, but 90s R&B versus hip hop. 2000s R&B and hip hop.
Girl. I love both. Oh my God. I can probably wrap you down with a Jay-Z song from the early 2000s. But I do love a good R&B. I love that old school R&B, the Jagged Edges, the 112s, Drew Hills. Drew Hill, not Drew Hills. Look at me adding the S like an old person.
That was Monty energy.
No, we like to add S's to everything. Kroger's. But yeah, I grew up in that amazing era of all the great music. So it's hard because I can go from Jeezy and Pastor Troy. I also grew up in Atlanta. So there's that. To the Shawty Swing My Ways, like that's hard too. That's hard too. What I'm singing the most is probably the 90s R&B. I'm singing the 90s R&B most, so maybe I'll just go with the 90s R&B.
Okay, I'll give you that because that question is meant to stump people.
Yeah,
I love both. Yeah, they are. I love both, and it's just something about that era of music, the 90s and early 2000s. Like you can't touch it. It's just that's good music. And you saw my reaction at Impact Weekend.
Yeah,
like, I was going out the door and I heard Cash Money Records take it over for the 9-9.
That's it. That's it. That's all you need right there. That's like almost that's an old spiritual for us.
Yep,
as soon as we hear that little first little beat drop, we already know what time it is.
Like, yep, back in. That's it. Well, Drew, I want to honor your time because I know you are busy, busy, busy. So thank you for giving me an hour of your time. But before we
Of
go, I want you
course.
to let everyone here at the charging station know how people can find you and work with you and all that good jazz.
Yes, thank you so much. So you can find me on my website, curatedimagedesign.com. You'll be able to contact me through there to schedule a style consultation, or you can find me on Instagram. I have Facebook too, not on there that much, but Instagram is curated by Drew.
And we will have all of that information in the show notes and the links and everything for everyone to be able to click and follow and support, and make sure you schedule and just get ready to upgrade your style. So Drew, thank you so much
Yes,
for being with us today.
of course.
And,
This was
you know,
fun.
I appreciate you so, so much. And, you know, I'm praying for you and cheering you on and just like,
Thank
girl,
you.
kill it,
Likewise.
kill it, kill it, kill it. And yeah, I'm gonna be scheduling my appointment soon because yeah.
Make sure you're ready now. Make
Look,
sure
I'm
you're
ready.
ready. Okay.
Look,
All
look,
right.
we were coached by the same coach, honey. We don't schedule appointments when we're not
That's a
ready. We don't
fact.
do that. We don't
That's a
play
fact. That is a fact. And she probably wouldn't claim us if we weren't.
at all. She would tell you, don't
Yes.
claim me. Don't tell anybody you work with me if you're not
Yes.
doing the work. And you
A
know what? That's
fact.
rubbing off on all of
Yes,
us.
it sure is. Sure is.
But don't hang up. We're gonna just end right here. So everybody, until next time, remember God loves you. I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. See you on the next episode.
Bye.
All right, let me stop the recording.